Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Alpha Tauri F1 Manager 23 career. And today, as mentioned last episode, both the drivers' contracts are expiring, so that gives us an opportunity, obviously with these guys both leaving Liam Lawson will just stick as a reserve. I guess it's free, it's the cheapest option to go. If we head over into driver scouting, we'll start to begin to take a look at who wants to drive for the team next year. We look at Valtteri Bottas is interested, and now I don't want to pay a huge release clause for some of these drivers, but Bottas 87 rated at a terrible team who aren't improving, are definitely getting slower, could be something for us to pick up. But we have to remember 33 years of age, he's only going to get worse. Daniel Ricciardo's down at an 82 rating now as well, and he is 34, a year older than Valtteri Bottas, and he's still at the Red Bull Reserve drive right now. We've got Tsunoda, who in terms of rating to age is probably the best option right now. But, you know, if we keep going down, Oscar Piastri's not interested. We've got Mick Schumacher, could be a good one. I really would like someone else that is super good, but at the moment Bottas is the only one who is looking to be interested. And Daniel Ricciardo, could we see him in Season 2 instead? That would be incredibly crazy, wouldn't it, if you saw Daniel Ricciardo in the car after the first season, rejecting him for Felipe Drugovich. But these are the options that we obviously have to consider. Théo Pourchaire, the reserve. Nick de Vries, the free agent. Sorry, buddy. I do love Nick de Vries. I'm so sad that he actually did get sacked in real life, but that's just the way it is. Zen Maloney, 19 years old. One of my favorites, Oliver Behrman. Where's Oliver Behrman? 18 at 69. I love this guy. And maybe we can make him reserve and chuck him in loads of FP1s, and then that would be cool. But nothing is too interesting just yet. Next race is Hungary. Budapest is coming in soon. Manufacturing for a lot of new car parts, it will be complete. So the chassis, we have one new chassis. The race is in 8 days. If I rush a second one, we'll get a second chassis in. I'm sort of just wasting that though, because we're going to get a new chassis in soon anyways. And obviously a few more manufacturing parts are coming as well. Like the rear wing is back, rear wing number 4, which still has a huge DRS advantage. And our top speed goes up as well, which is super good. And as you can see, compared to what we started with, the first rear wing was terrible. This rear wing, slightly better DRS, but rear wing number 4 is definitely better. And as well, Tsunoda, I think it might be time for him to look at taking a penalty on the ERS, guys. I think that should be a little bit better for him. Drive attention. Oh my god, what are these guys doing, bro? What do I do? Intervene. Alright, knowledge. Oh, join in the fight, Bosh! And thankfully, guys, everyone else did vote the same way we did it, basically, for the extra power units and stuff for next season, which is also great news. And we're only 3 days away from Hungary, which now are 2 days and is now probably going to be 1 day. Chassis number 4 is back on both cars, baby. Let's go. Great practice done for the Hungarian Grand Prix. As you can see, 93 and 93 with 97 satisfaction, 94 setup for Tsunoda as well. Great start to the day. Q1 results, Yuki Tsunoda P11, Drugovich P13. Tsunoda has a penalty for the new ERS. Also, this is ATA qualifying alternate tyres, so we're on the mediums for Q2 right now. And sadly, both drives are out in Q2. We got Drugovich into 14, Tsunoda into 12, but there will be penalties for the drivers as well, which is pretty sad. And he's down to P18, but other cars are also taking penalties, so maybe we've still got a chance of doing something here. No chance for one stop though, unfortunately, today. Okay, we've gone for a bit of a different strategy. We've gone for a big push off the start with Felipe Drugovich into a 3-stopper at the Hungarian Grand Prix. And Tsunoda, is going for 2 hards and a medium to see what sort of different race that could bring us. We're going for a long stint in the middle of the track. Hopefully that can give us a little bit of an advantage if there's a safety car or a VSC to get an extra pit stop in there. But we'll have a look. And we'll see what we can do. P11 with a 3-stopper. You never know what's going to happen there, do you? And it's lights out, and away we go. The Hungarian Grand Prix. I almost said the Qatar Grand Prix then because of the boards in the background, but that's just the way it is, guys. Again, as I said, a big push stint off the start. Tsunoda running the hards, hoping to go longer than everyone else off the start. The first stint, we've got Drukovic. Well, there goes the new front wing, guys. And we're already going to be seconds away from the points. And, yeah, the front wing is absolutely finished. So that is this race bit. Guys, give me a one time, please. I'm going to restart. The only reason is, I think the same thing is going to happen next race. Okay, guys, unbelievable. The game crashed and we're restarting the Qatar Grand Prix. Here we go. Of course, again, I am assuming there will be a crash on turn 1. Because that's what this game is like. If there's a crash last race, it's basically programmed in to be a crash this race as well. What's going to happen? There's going to be some sort of slow-moving cars at the front, but no crash. Which is okay for me because we just got new car parts and we just absolutely smashed them to pieces with Drukovic. And it keeps happening every race, guys. So I think a free pass on this one was absolutely fine. And you never know, by the end of this race, we might have smashed 2 chassis anyways. So we're already down 1 spot with Drukovic. Max Verstappen starting in P12 has just absolutely ruined the start for us. But that's okay. That's just the way it is. Guys, I swear, man, what is happening in this race? I thought it was our cars, but it's going to be a Williams and a Haas car. Is that going to be a DNF for the Williams car? What happened there? We did go straight to the red flag, which is pretty interesting. I think we'll move to the mediums now. Right, it looks like the right thing to do is to move on to those. Oh, even Tsunoda's extra set of Haas and not fresh. I think we're going to go mediums, both cars, and try and convert two extra soft stints at the end of this one. Unless Drukovic has maybe got a set of tyres. But Hulkenberg penalty, Albon out. It gives us a great position to be able to move forward in this race now that we're bumped up a couple of positions. Probably Hulkenberg with the penalty. Let's pause it right there just to make sure we can get all the good stuff going. I want to I'll put battle assist on. I'm not sure if battle assist is the best or not the best. Safety car, bro. Safety car, don't care about the racing going on right now. And there we go down into turn 1. It's going to be a huge move. Hulkenberg with a terrible start. There's another Haas and there's a big crash in front of us. What's happened? What's happening? Are the cars moving now? The cars are up and moving. Drukovic overtakes Hulkenberg. Of course he does, because Hulkenberg's trash. But what an interesting start. A crash involving multiple cars. We get to see it as well. Let's go. This is Charles Leclerc on the inside. He's probably going to get hit by Lance Stroll at some point. He does. Bit of a problem there for the Aston Martin cars. That'll be a box and a penalty for them. Maybe that puts us in a good spot again to make up some more positions. But as you can see, guys, from P12, cars went to hards. Wow, what an interesting choice. But here we are, hopefully fighting, making some spots up. Let's go. And I didn't see who the crash was with, but there's been another incident on the track. It's George Russell, and I believe that's Pierre Gasly. That's a big incident, and the Mercedes stops on the track, and cars are running through debris. That's not good at all. Russell is he going to be out of the Grand Prix? Well, is up and moving again. But that is another free position. We're running pretty nicely up here. We're not doing too badly at all. Let's stick on the neutral for the ERS usage, and hopefully we might be looking at some points in this race, guys. Let's go. Unbelievable, guys. Our best chance at points was Tsunoda, and he's gone and had a 4.5 second stop, man. It just gets worse every single time something happens. But yeah, I'm just following the same strategy Drukovic is on. I can't be bothered to make it because everything is just going against us. We should be way in front of Guan Yu at this point with Yuki Tsunoda, but we're not. We're behind him. God damn it. And we've just come out of the box with one of our cars, and Oscar Piastri has apparently had a bit of a crash. It's on the same corner again. Is there going to be a little bit of contact? Whoa, that was absolutely insane, guys. The garage is going mental. That was an unbelievable crash there, and Piastri is being given nothing good there. Maybe we can run these tyres on aggressive to the end of the race. Maybe not. I'm not too sure, but we've got some fuel to push as well. We've got ERS to deploy. I didn't even click it there, did I? And hopefully, Yuki Tsunoda 30 seconds, but the cars in front are on hard tyres, so that gives us a little bit of hope. Well, guys, we've got the gap down to the points to just under 7 seconds now, but there's only 2 laps of the race to go. And Kevin Magnussen is way ahead of us right now. We've been lapped, it looks like, by quite a few cars. Maybe we're lapping them, I got no idea. But that is probably going to be the end of the race. We're going to be pushing until the end with Tsunoda, and hopefully, if something happens, we'll be able to pick up something. Let's have a look. Still at 6, still at 6, still at 6 from the last lap. That's going to be where we finish then. Just under 4 seconds, but there's a lot of cars coming in and around us. It's going to be a really difficult ask to get up to there unless we see a spin from Kevin Magnussen in one of these last corners. Is he going to lose the rear end? Please, Kevin. Lose it on the last corner, Kevin. It's all we can hope for at this point. And Kevin Magnussen across the line to take a points paying position. And we did indeed get lapped. And there's going to be Yuki Tsunoda across the line. Very close to the points with some of the new upgrades to the car. Very happy with that. Of course, we've got a whole new set of upgrades coming as well, which will definitely give us some seconds boost into that top 10, hopefully. So, on to the next race then. Drogovic will come home. P14, let's go. Guys, the new design for the underfloor is complete, which is great news because we didn't have any of this underfloor anyways, and this underfloor is a huge boost. Look at the high speed boost. It's absolutely insane. And I am going to rush, well, emergency make 2. Well, maybe you could get away with rushing 1. No, can't. That's sad. Right, we're going to emergency make 2 of the new underfloors. It's going to cost a lot of money, but we are gaining incredible amounts from them. So let's get them onto the car right now. Look at the huge boost in high-speed cornering. It's exactly what we need on this car, and especially for the upcoming race as well. So currently we have the best chassis on the car, the front wing. We do have a better one. Are we designing a front wing already? We are. That's coming in 24 days, but we can add a bunch of engineers onto that as well. That'll be 19 days. Is cool, sure. We also have side pods and suspension. Let's add all those up as well. Bring these times down. So side pods and suspension, we need to ignore. Really, rear wing is all good. Yes, I could do with manufacturing a couple more of those, to be honest with you, just to make sure we get through the season. Because you know what our guys like. That's good. Side pods. We do definitely need this upgraded side pod version. It is a good boost as well. How long is 1? Rush is 5. Emergency costs 1.8 million. It's not going to be worth it for us. Let's stick with the old side pod to the underfloor. Bang. It's awesome. It's a huge boost, as you can see, from what we originally had. So let's manufacture a couple more of those just to make sure we're safe in the long run with the underfloors. And the suspension, we've got a new suspension coming soon, but the suspensions we already have are pretty garbage anyway, so there's no point really in manufacturing any of those. I'm not wasting money on that, sadly. So let's get into driver talent. Franco Colapinto, actually a pretty good driver in real life, guys, but not for me, sadly. Minus affinity. What a shock. Not bothered, don't care. Okay, guys, so here we are for the next race. It's the Belgian Grand Prix. We're going for both cars in Q2. That is for sure. We're not going to make the fastest lap, but that is also for sure. But let's get to practice. Okay, I'm ready for the qualifying of the Belgian Grand Prix. Let's get this underway. And guys, with these upgrades already, as you can see, Yuki Tsunoda P8, Felipe Drogovic P10. The new upgrades on the car are killing it already. And we've only got the underfloor done as well. We've still got a lot more parts to come on the car. And it's a huge boost already from about 15 to 10 and 8. Even Drogovic is making good moves. Let's go. And sadly, guys, off Q2, Drogovic did get eliminated, but we'll go into Q3 with at least one of the drivers. We did finish P9 in the qualifying number 2, but qualifying number 3, who knows, maybe pole position. And we're coming towards the end of Q3, guys. Tsunoda has 2 green sectors, and we do have a big gap up to P9. It's only George Russell as well. But hopefully, let's see as we cross the line, 2 green sectors. Please have a good last sector as well. Up to P5, or down to P6. Unbelievable. What a crazy end to the session if we could have finished P5. Yuki Tsunoda there. Carlos Sainz is coming across the line as well. And he goes above us as well. That's terrible. We've even got the 2 Mercedes cars. Russell improves. 2 doesn't improve. He stays P10. And Hamilton coming around the final corner. He improves. Does he? Does he improve? He does not improve. Tsunoda is going to be P7 in Q3. Maybe we even keep Tsunoda. What a performance today. Okay, guys, so for the sprint, we actually start P7 and P10, Tsunoda in 7th, of course. What a great qualifying. We'll be running these soft tyres as well in this sprint race. We'll be looking to make up some good positions, but don't lose too many. We know the race pace. Look at this Red Bull. He's eager to get underway. As, of course, P2 starts on the right side of the grid and should have the inside line. But first, let's make sure we are pushing tyres and pushing the cars. At least for the first few laps. That's what the AI loves to do. And Perez down the inside. What's going to happen? Tsunoda is here fighting. Drugovich down 2 spots already. That's an awful start for Drugovich. Tsunoda keeping right behind Lance Stroll. Up Eau Rouge. And we are coming up. Well, what a shame we haven't made up any spots, but we've got chances. I just don't want us to crash. What if I go aggressive on the overtakes as well? Hopefully, we're able to push some moves and not crash. That would be absolutely terrible. Well, mid-race update, we're not doing too badly. Tsunoda still holding on to P7, and we've got a good gap back to Hamilton, of course. And Drugovich is now up into P9. I didn't even see that overtake on Esteban Ocon. So instead of Tsunoda fighting Ocon, it's now Drugovich, which shows the car has improved a lot. But we need to look at saving a little bit of fuel so we can get back within a good sort of range for the end of the race. There's a yellow flag. Where is the yellow flag? Who's it for? A car has spun. I don't know who it was. It definitely wasn't in front of us. That's for sure. It was Alonso. Where is he? Why is he starting all the way down there? Oh, was he? He was P4. He spins out Alonso. That's terrible from him. Tsunoda's up into P6. And Drugovich is now also in the points for the sprint as well. This is unbelievable. What a race we're going to have here. P6 and P8. Crazy. Let's go. Guys, and we come in live and it's a hot pursuit. Drugovich up Eau Rouge. Unbelievable move from Drugovich. He's looking to secure the move on Hamilton. We've got the DRS as well. Up and down the straight up. What a move from Drugovich. An Eau Rouge overtake for the driver. What a performance. We're sitting now P6 and P7. I want Drugovich to pull her away. We've got a good high speed coming up. A good high speed corner. Radion. Is that... Am I just pulling names out my... you know what I mean? Well, hopefully... we can pull away from Hamilton now. That is the main goal, really. Guys, I never thought I'd see the day. What is happening? This is crazy. We've got Drugovich fighting against Hamilton. We're out of fuel. I've got nothing left to push with Drugovich. Hamilton's coming back on the last lap of the race. Look at the Verstappen to Perez gap. 8 seconds there. Absolutely insane. Drugovich is forcing him the long way around, and if we're in front down here, we might be able to stay in front to the end of the race. Let's try and always defend. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I don't want to push the fuel though. Let's try and stick with Drugovich, and he will defend. And into the last corner, Drugovich pushes Hamilton left and right, and before you know it, we are P6 and P7 in the sprint. That is points, and that is a great qualifying position for the Sunday race as well. What an absolute dream race that was for the sprint at Belgium. Tsunoda with a +1, not too bad at all, but Drugovich with a +5 as well. Hamilton and Russell will take penalties as well as Magnus, and bringing slower cars up behind us gives us an even better chance of getting a higher spot in the race as well. Absolutely magical stuff from us. Now, I've got some very interesting information. Look at this. I can save 30 seconds of race time by going full push on 2 sets of mediums. I just don't know if that is telling me the truth, really. We definitely... it's very, very difficult to decide what to do. Now, let's look at the compounds that we've got with Tsunoda. No fresh softs, which is a hard thing to look at. But I don't want to start on anything other than the softs. And Drugovich as well has only got 90% soft. It's just a little bit sucky, a little bit bad, but maybe we can make it work. Well, guys, we are going to run this strategy to see what happens. We're not going to go for the lame, lousy one-stop. We're going to go full pace, aggression, power, overtaking prowess. And as you can see, we've got number 1 Max Verstappen, number 11 Sergio Perez, all the ones at Red Bull on the front row of the grid. And of course, again, I forgot to change it all over, but that's okay, because we'll be pushing tyres all the way, which is very good. Drugovich, I'm going to set him to always defend just for the start of the race. And hopefully we won't be losing any positions, but maybe we can gain some over Carlos Sainz in the first 10 with Yuki Tsunoda. That puts us into the top 5. But Sainz is right there with us, but we might be able to keep him at bay and take that P5 spot. And then, guys, the front of the pack is right there. We could be in P1 if we was just a second quicker. You never know what could happen here, guys. Drugovich has lost a spot. That's actually pretty disappointing. Is everyone else starting on the soft runners are starting on the same 90% soft, but the medium runners are probably going for the one stop, and they'll start on fresh mediums to hards probably. Big news, guys, we've had a spin and it's Lewis Hamilton, a contender from the sprint race. Not anymore with the penalty, and with the spin, Hamilton's finished. Guys, this is crazy. It's terrible. There's been a crash. Everything was working so well, but Tsunoda looks like he's hit the Aston Martin. He hits him, and he goes very close to the barrier, but that is going to be front wing damage, minor front wing, and a chassis damage as well for Tsunoda, and a 5-second penalty. That is no good at all. It's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Now we've got a penalty. We've got Ocon and Stroller fighting right there. What a dangerous move from the Alpine. Where is he going? This guy is crazy. Dive down the inside, will you, Tsunoda? Take someone out or something. Do something. Well, not today, but the Stroll Aston Martin car is into the box. We'll keep on going. And we've lost quite a lot of time to Ocon now as well, which means we're going to have to box this lap. And we'll take the new front wing as well on Tsunoda. It's going to be a huge pit stop, a 5-second and a front wing. Jeez. As you can see, guys, a 13.3 second penalty, and Fernando Alonso is now back up. That's okay. Tsunoda pit stop issue, 13 seconds is crazy long, but that's just the way it is. And this lap, we will be boxing Felipe Drugovich, ready for his new set mediums. Let's go. And guys, unbelievably, Drugovich is also spun fresh out of the box. So despite having a 12-second pit stop compared to a 2-second pit stop, Drugovich is only a second in front of Tsunoda, which is just brilliant, guys. The race is absolute garbage. Well, guys, we're in for the second stops and we're out, and we are not too far away from the points at all, so maybe this double stop with the lots of pushing might pay off in the end. We're gonna have to save I might harvest, actually. We'll conserve a lot of fuel, bring those percents right back up, and we'll be making some good progress towards the end of the race for Charles Drugovich, only 2 seconds away from Albon and Hulkenberg in front. And as we can see, Albon's not on 2 old tyres, neither on 2 old tyres to be fair, but we are pushing all the way to the end of the race. Okay, guys, Drugovich passed Hulkenberg just this lap, and Hulkenberg is incredibly slow, but Drugovich coming up nicely towards the back of a little DRS train. Gasly to Hamilton to Albon. And now 3 different constructors, very interesting right in front of us. Let's see what we can do. And Drugovic is coming up close to the back of these guys. Hopefully we're within DRS range. But as you can see, because the guys are in a DRS train in front, every time they get DRS, they keep pulling away. And Drugovic just can't keep up with that, unfortunately. But we are getting closer and closer every time. So maybe we'll get into that DRS bracket soon. And huge news, guys. As you can see, Felipe Drugovic is overtaking the Williams of Alex Albon to get up into the points. It's so sad. We started off in such a great space, but the spin and the rest of the race just sort of fell away from us. Drugovic now looking at the behind of Gasly. We're gonna have to conserve a little bit of fuel, but the tyres are fine to push until the end, and it's not going too badly, to be fair. It's just a shame that we had two problems with both the cars. A spin for Drugovic and a crash for Tsunoda, which really put us out of contention. And it's just a bit of a shame, you know. We could have been way up there. We was in line with Sainz, definitely in front of Ocon as well at some stages of the race. And now we find ourselves just outside the points. But Drugovic is looking pretty strong, but Alex Albon, look at this guy, super close. We definitely need to make another overtake or two with Drugovic, but we've got 5 laps to do that, so let's go. Well, look at this move, guys. Drugovic down into turn 1, past Gasly. There's also Tsunoda coming up back into the shot as well, so that's pretty good. And as you can see, we've got Drugovic, Tsunoda, Albon and Gasly are now at 11 and 12. And it gives us a nice little bit of space to push with the car a little bit right now. But Hamilton is way up the road in terms of our pace. Maybe we can catch him up. Let's have a quick look, see what we can do. And it's a huge move, guys. Yuki Tsunoda just overtook Lewis Hamilton, taking another position. There he goes around the outside. What a move. The high-speed cornering definitely coming in to play a big part for us there, which is super good. Drugovic is not too far behind as well, but Tsunoda really pulling out a good overtake right there. Guys, it's unbelievable. The points are just getting thrown out the window, man. Just getting absolutely thrown away. Is it on the exit? Last corner, bus stop chicane. Throws the car away. What a shame for Yuki Tsunoda. But Drugovic will bring home 2 points. Wow, awesome. Terrible, man. I don't believe it. We get into such good positions with not the good drivers. The bad drivers in the good positions, and then we end up throwing it all away twice. 3 times, really. The Tsunoda crash, the Tsunoda spin, and the Drugovic spin as well. The slow pit stop 4 times, throwing it away. Just absolutely terrible. Can't believe it. Can't believe it, guys. Drugovic is not going to make an overtake. Alexander Albon is going to pick up a point as well, and that's just not good, is it? Guys, I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is unbelievable. Felipe Drugovic is overtaking Lewis Hamilton into the chicane at the top of the hill, past the forest, and Drugovic might be securing a cheeky P8 for us at this race, which wouldn't be too bad at all. Is he going to pull out a little gap? He is. Let's not risk the fuel too much. He pulls out a nice gap back to Hamilton. What is happening to Lewis Hamilton? Is the hard tyre falling off for him? Where's that at? 56%, and it's absolutely dying for this guy. But there we go, across the line. Didn't drop the car on the last turn for Drugovic, and there we go. A little bit wrong. The car is supposed to go back into the back of the pits, but you know, we'll take that. P8 with Drugovic, 13 Tsunoda. And still, one last car has got an absolute mountain. Is that Max Verstappen in front of him? Unbelievable. What a race. Well, guys, for this weekend, plus 9 points on the Constructors' tally. If we keep making moves like this, where Haas is falling off, Alpine's still picking up good points, to be fair, but we are equaling Mercedes on the points for the weekend. That is pretty good going. If we can keep that up, not throw it away with a second driver like Tsunoda did. Drugovic did recover nicely into P8, but, you know, it's pretty good. We might be able to make some good moves. And as you can see, look, we were destined for some good points here, and 13th on the race. It was just not good enough in the end. And now, guys, we'll start manufacturing the new chassis. I've already put that option on, so that will be getting made soon. We need to replace that one. That's pretty bad. The rear wing is gone. That is why is it breaking every single race? The side pods have filled, which is not good. But we've got new side pods coming in 5 days, which is okay. So we'll just make some of those when they come in. And the suspension also got swapped out. But is it worth making S3? I don't know. Probably not, because S4 is coming in 9 days anyways. And we'll maybe be able to get a bit of a boost off the side pods because we'll have the engineers as well. So that's where that leaves us, guys. We sit P7 in the constructors, a huge jump up over McLaren. 7th or above is what we're looking to be in a long-term objective of the points contenders. I think we're getting there very slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Hulkenberg, who has been in a points-getting car the whole season, is only on the same amount of points as Yuki Tsunoda, who crashes every single race. Kevin Magnussen on 32 there shows where the cars should really be, but we'll get some new parts on the car for the next race. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video. We're in the summer break. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time for the next video, the next episode here. Take care and peace.